Hello and welcome to DeLand Kia. Today I'm pleased to introduce you to the K900. The K900 is Kia's flagship car. Only 30% of the dealers in the entire United States are authorized to sell this car, and we're very proud to be one of them. One of the things that makes the Kia K900 a unique and very desirable vehicle is the styling. One of the main distinctive features is the headlights. The four lens headlights on both the high beams and low beams. This actually gives the impression of jewels being set in a ring setting. Very distinctive. As you move forward, the grille retains the tiger's mouth, which is a distinctive Kia feature. You might notice in the center, there's also a camera to the front. This car actually has 4 cameras around the sides of the vehicles, front and back, that gives you a virtual 3D view when you're backing the camera up or moving it forward, as long as you're not exceeding 12 miles an hour. As we move alongside the vehicle, you also notice the front end scoop gives it a very distinctive and muscular appearance. As we move down the side of the K900, you're going to see some distinctive design features. The grille input is actually the tiger's mouth in a slightly different version. The rear view mirrors have their own unique turn signal built into them and marker lights for safety. The doors, each of the doors have a push button, so when the key fob is in close proximity, one touch will unlock all the doors and allow access to the vehicle. As we move back toward the rear of the vehicle, what you'll find is the trunk itself is actually a motorized trunk, which allows one touch opening and one touch closing. You can do this either through the button, through the key fob, or there is a button on the driver's side. Inside the trunk, very, very spacious. With the VIP package, you'll also receive a first aid kit and some other nice features to make the trunk very functional. One of those is when you're lifting up to get to the tire, there's actually a holder there, so you don't have to deal with the covering falling down upon you. Makes it real simple and easy to pull up and down. There's also tie down points, so if you have a cargo net across there, things aren't going to rattle and move around for you. To shut the trunk, again, one push button and the trunk auto closes. The chrome alloy wheels on the car give it a really distinctive look. The heart of any performance car is its engine, and let me show you what's under the hood of the K900. This is a 5.0 liter V8 that produces 365 foot-pounds of torque. GDI stands for gasoline direct injection, and what that means is gasoline from the fuel tank is increased to 1600 psi and then sprayed into each cylinder. That means better performance and better gas mileage. When you put your foot on the gas in this car, you're going to feel a very exhilarating rush of acceleration and performance. Normally with most cars, we would start in the front, but with the K900 with the VIP package, there's some significant details here in the back for you or your passengers. One of the things is, as the armrest falls down, you'll notice a complete control system for HVAC in the back. This car is also set up to make the back passengers extremely comfortable. One of the things that I can do is, by pushing buttons, I can move the front seat completely forward and allow much more room and space for the passenger here. I also have the ability that if the sun is bothering me, I have a sunshade attachment in the back that's completely automated. Along the sides of the car, I also have my own individual privacy screens that I can put in place to block out the sun and make the ride more comfortable. This car comes with a very large panoramic roof, and actually from the back you're getting an exceptional view of the sky above us as well. In addition to chilled seats, you'll also notice the Napa leather. We use a unique tanning process that doesn't use chemicals, so if you put your smell-o-vision on your computer, you would actually smell cowhide, as I am. With that, let's go ahead and move up to the driver's side. Okay, now that we've looked around the outside of the vehicle, now comes the fun part. Let's look inside the K900. Basically, you have all the luxurious appointments you would expect in a fine luxury automobile. The manual seats with two separate settings for those. The controls on the wheel are all within easy reach, and there's not a huge amount of them to confuse you. Each one of them has a very specific function, makes it very easy to use. One of the unique things about this vehicle is we have a 9.2-inch LED screen for information. Now, a lot of people ask, why isn't that a touch screen? Well, when you're using a touch screen, that distracts you from the road, and it also gets gummied up with finger oils and things like that. In this case, Kia thought about that and is now using a joystick with several buttons around the joystick to make any function readily available. And now you can keep your eyes on the road as your hand navigates through the menus to get the information that you need to safely drive this car and have an enjoyable driving experience. The technology in this car is significant. In the VIP package, we also have adaptive cruise control, which will actually allow you to maintain a distance behind a slower vehicle. Once the slower vehicle is out of the way, the car will then accelerate back to the speed you set. Has blind spot monitoring, which when you have the turn signal on, the car will actually let you know if something is in there that you can't see, so you will avoid an accident. It'll also have a lane keeping system, so if you're drifting out of your lane, the car will let you know to make corrections to get back in your lane. All this information is a great thing, but it wouldn't be functional unless it was placed in such a way that you could see it and use it easily. Kia has designed a heads-up display system to do just that. When I'm looking through the windshield of the car, I'm seeing the actual miles per hour and all the information that I just gave you. In addition to that, with the auto lights, auto on and off during hours, you also have auto windshield wipers. So when it's raining outside, you don't have to worry about turning on your windshield wipers to find that perfect intermittent wipe. The car is going to do that for you. And of course, other nice standards with this, with the V8, the gear shift knob here is actually fly-by-wire technology, the kind of technology you'd see in a fighter aircraft. This is not a physical connection to the gear shift. Rather, when you're moving it like a joystick, it's giving input through a wire, which makes it more responsive and quite a bit easier to use. Surrounding us inside here is a Lexicon sound system. This is 900 watts of absolute digital power. And what I mean by digital power is Lexicon has actually won a Grammy for their development of digital audio. They are the benchmark standard by which all other manufacturers judge their audio. With the 900 watts, when you put something in this car, in the stereo system that has been digitally mastered by Lexicon, you're going to have a concert-like experience, as if you're sitting in the middle of the band or the orchestra. All that, and the reason why the Lexicon sound system is so effective, is this car is actually ranked as the #2 car in the entire world for quiet. So when you're sitting in this car, you are actually in the second quietest car in the world. As you can see, the K900 is a feature-rich premium luxury sedan. My name is Robert Powers. I invite you down to DeLand Kia for a test drive.